Process safety management is something that needs to become inherent in many chemical industry plants. I think none of us can deny that, especially in this day and age where we have seen so many accidents. In the last 1 year itself, upward of a dozen accidents, serious accidents have occurred in India, causing loss of life and of damage to business. These incidents are not just statistics. They have had serious consequences to businesses. And it brings out all the more the requirement for safety to become an embedded part of every business and every process. The question we must ask ourselves is, how do we prevent the next accident, major or minor, within the organization? How do we ensure that not even one person who is working in the organization is harmed? The answer lies in making safety second nature. I'm sure a lot of the other speakers are going to talk a lot more about all those other aspects of process safety management. I'm here to talk about what Venkat mentioned, coaching. How do we ensure that every aspect of safety becomes second nature to every person working within an organization? Safety is not an act. It has to be a habit. For safety to be truly effective, it cannot be an afterthought. It must be as automatic as eating or brushing your teeth. You don't think about it. It just comes naturally. It is almost part of muscle memory, right? Safety must become something like that. This level of ingrained behavior doesn't happen by chance. It requires continuous training, rigorous adherence to SOPs, and a culture where safety is non-negotiable. It has to come from the top. It has to become part of culture of every organization. Nowadays, there are so many, it has been part of the culture in organizations in the past, but organizations have changed. New people have come in, and over a period of time, we have noticed that the importance of safety becomes somewhere lower down on the list. That should not be happening. Training has to be continuous. Training has to be inherent into every process in the organization. Repetition is the key. When safe actions are practiced daily, they become habits, and habits become instinct. Safety has to be instinctual. This is why routine safety checks must be embedded into every task for every employee. Whether it is the use of PPEs, handling hazardous material, process safety, emergency response, whatever it may be, unless there is regular training enforced, there will be safety incidents. Various safety training methods can be used. We all know that. Let us make it interesting for people to learn. It is almost as much as playway learning becomes for schools. Scenario training, simulation training. Nowadays, even AR and VR methods are available for safety training. All of these have to be used wherever possible. Another very simple reinforcement method is to have signages. It's a simple thing. Put up safety signs all around the plant. Whatever methods we may use, they have to be done regularly in order for people to remember and practice it every day. We all have contract workforce in our organization, in our plants. Some of them are temporary, some of them come in every day, but they are all external people. How do we ensure that they follow safe practices? Daily training, assuring they have good quality PPE, ensuring that they understand the hazards, these are all vital. Positive reinforcements reward good behavior. If there is some act of safety that has been done well, reward it. If there are reports of possible safety incidents that can be corrected, reward that. Reporting an unsafe act or an unsafe condition should not become a matter of failure. It has to be a matter of rewarding. Something as basic as good housekeeping can prevent so many accidents. We have these monthly safety meetings, safety audits in our organization. Almost all areas of safety, whether it is height work or confined workspace, all of those teams get high marks. Something as simple as housekeeping goes by the wayside. And those can cause very big accidents. Safety training must also start early. Engineering curriculum should integrate safety principles as a core subject. In order to ensure that future professionals carry this mindset into their careers, we are not just talking theory. It has to be practical training. It has to be simulations. When safety is taught from day one, it becomes an intrinsic part of decision making. Through relentless training, repetition, and accountability, we can ensure that every worker goes home unharmed. We have 2 days of sessions planned that have been specifically curated for this purpose. I thank all of the organizers involved. I know that they have spent a lot of time, many months actually, putting this whole program together. I hope that each and every one of us is able to take back something important to ensure that our workplaces become that much safer. Have a great event for the next 2 days. Best of luck and thank you very much.
To be here at SafeChem 25, India's largest conference on process safety management. I extend my warm greetings to all of the dignitaries, speakers, industry leaders and delegates gathered here. As Chairman of FICCI Tamil Nadu State Council, I take great pride in being part of this landmark initiative that places safety, sustainability and shared responsibility at the heart of industrial growth. Let me begin by extending my sincere thanks and a warm welcome to the distinguished dignitaries joining us this morning through V. Arun Rai IAS, Secretary to the Government, Industries Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, Mr. P. Kannan, Director Operations of CPCL, and Srimati Ramya Bharatram, Managing Director and CFO of Tirumala Chemicals and Vice President of ICC, Dr. Rama Madi, the Vice President, Managing Director of Luminous Technology, Tirumati Ms. Geeta Ramamurthy, Managing Director, KBR Engineering, and Thiru D. Sothi Selvam, Director General of the Indian Chemical Council. Safety is not merely a matter of regulatory compliance. It's about protecting lives, preserving assets, safeguarding the environment, and ensuring long-term business continuity. In today's high-risk chemical and allied sectors, where complexity, speed, and scale have multiplied, the cost of a single lapse can be catastrophic. We have seen this across the world and unfortunately even in India. As Thirukural cautions us, Pocha naisayare allal avaracham oiseidu kollum padai. Negligence strikes silently, more deadly than the visible sword. It is the urgency and responsibility that makes a conference like SafeChem 25 not just relevant but absolutely essential. Tamil Nadu has always led from the front, not just in industrial development but in responsible and sustainable practices. Our state hosts one of the most vibrant chemical and petrochemical ecosystems in the country. The government of Tamil Nadu, under the leadership of progressive administrators, continues to champion responsible industrialization through strong regulatory frameworks, digitized single window clearance, and embedded safety and environmental safeguards. Now is the time to elevate Tamil Nadu as a national and global benchmark for process safety management. At FICCI Tamil Nadu, we see safety not as a checkbox, but as a strategic business imperative. Over the years, we have partnered with ICC, CIA, and MIA as knowledge institutions to strengthen safety discourse. Going forward, we are committed to driving process safety benchmarking studies across industrial clusters, promoting targeted training programs for MSMEs, contractors, and plant level teams working towards a Tamil Nadu specific process safety excellence framework and enabling cross-sector collaboration to share technology, insights, and learnings. Because safety must not stop at factory gates, it must cascade across the entire value chain. We must also acknowledge that traditional safety systems alone won't be enough. Digital technologies are redefining how we monitor, predict, and prevent risks. IoT sensor for real-time condition monitoring, AI/ML tools for predictive maintenance, AR/VR based simulations for immersive safety training, and digital twins to prepare for crisis response. These are not optional extras but critical tools. Yet, no matter how advanced the technology, the most powerful safety tool remains a deeply rooted safety culture. As Tirupal wisely reminds us, "Uli peridana kuri olihindrar, Kurarpal Seyyadavai." Those who blame fate and avoid responsibility achieve nothing. We must enable and embed safety as a core value, driven top-down by leadership, backed by systems, and embraced at every level of the organization. This two-day conference should not end with knowledge sharing alone. Let it mark the beginning of a collaborative, action-oriented safety movement. We must bridge the gap between large enterprises and MSMEs, include contract workers and local communities in safety planning, and celebrate safety achievements just like we celebrate growth and profit. Let us make Tamil Nadu a global lighthouse for industrial safety and resilience. To the Government of Tamil Nadu, thank you for your unwavering support and leadership. To all partners, speakers, and participants, your commitment to process safety is truly commendable. Let us take the ideas, insights, and inspiration from this conference and translate them into concrete collective action. Together, let us build industries that are not only engines of growth, but also pillars of safety, responsibility, and trust. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Good morning. Let me commence by thanking the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be part of this two-day seminar on transforming chemical industries through process safety. It's always a pleasure to be back among my friends in the chemical industry in Tamil Nadu. As you all know, our state is a manufacturing state. We contribute about 13% of India's industrial output. And if Tamil Nadu today is India's second largest state economy, a lot of that credit goes to the strides we made in the realm of manufacturing. I must record here that this manufacturing, the chemical industry of Tamil Nadu has contributed significantly to the manufacturing economy and the manufacturing ecosystem of our state and for the economic growth of this state. Tamil Nadu's chemical industry contributes about 6% of India's chemical output, and it's estimated that there are over 2,500 units, chemical industry units operating in the state. But our contribution, the industry's contribution to the state is much more than what these numbers would suggest. First of all, the chemical industry in the state contributes to the industrial ecosystem of the state and provides vital inputs, is a supplier to many of the other major industries of the state like textiles or automobiles and pharmaceuticals as well. Secondly, one of the aspects of the state's industrialization which we are very proud of and which we always highlight is the balanced regional industrial growth. Tamil Nadu is not a state where industrialization is just concentrated in one city or one region. It's spread all across. And our chemical industry has been one of the early movers in this regard. If one looks at the regional distribution of the chemical industry in the state, spread across the state. We have clusters in Ranipet, in Mettur, Kadalur, Nagapattinam, Thuthukudi, and so on. The chemical industry has been one of our older industries, earlier industries, have also trained a whole set of senior managers who have gone on to develop other industries in the state. A cadre of trained managers, not just in the realm of safety, but in all aspects of management, has been generated in the state. An industrial culture, a worker culture has been created by the chemical industry. It's also been largely responsible for creating an R&D ecosystem. Many central institutes like the CLRI and CIPET and all came to Chennai, probably attracted by the presence of the chemical industry in the state, and these R&D institutions further contributed to creating more R&D as well as a generation or multiple generations of trained individuals who contributed significantly to the state. Having said that, the industry in the state and probably in the country as well is facing two significant concerns, and both from the regulatory side as well as from the community side. One is in the field of environmental pollution, and second is in the realm of safety. And today we are gathered here in this conference to address one of the aspects, which is safety. I'm not an expert on industrial safety, so I wouldn't be able to talk with that kind of in-depth or insight which my previous speakers have spoken on this topic. But from a very layman's perspective, I understand that industrial safety is also a very multidimensional problem or issue. It involves, first of all, from the regulatory side, it involves setting standards. And the standards should not only be world class, but at the same time they must be reasonable, intelligible, and implementable. Then there should be a strong regulatory system that ensures that the standards are implemented. From the industry's side, it's a human issue, and we have to build the competencies among senior managers as well as shop floor workers. It's a technology. There's a technology dimension to safety. We must invest in machinery that improves safety. We must invest in processes which use technology to improve safety, things like real-time monitoring or AI-used simulations, or a lot of technologies today available, which predictive maintenance and so on, which can certainly improve the safety track record. It's also a matter of inter-industry collaboration. We need to share best practices among the industry, innovations among the industry, and I'm sure in that aspect, the two-day conference for which we have gathered would certainly help in sharing the best practices. There is also a community dimension. Sometimes, whatever you do within the compound wall of the industry may not be sufficient. Something that's happening outside, for example, there is a water channel running near your industry. Somebody might have encroached or blocked it, which would create a flood risk. That flood risk can come and hit your flood your compound, leading to an accident as it has happened. And still the blame might fall on the industry. So the safety managers need to be aware that it is. We also need to involve with the local community as well. That's also a dimension of safety. And above all, as the previous speakers have already reiterated, safety is a strategic imperative. It is even a minor gap can have catastrophic consequences. And once that happens, restarting the industry, not to mention all the other losses, restarting the industry itself would be difficult. Precious lives will be lost. There will be immense loss of goodwill and reputation among your clients and customers that would be difficult to recover. So, investment in safety needs to be seen as a strategic and an extremely important aspect of the business as well. The government of Tamil Nadu has always worked very closely with the industry, including the chemical industry, in ensuring safety standards. And I would like to reiterate our commitment to work to extend every possible help for the industry to improve on its safety processes. You must be aware that the Tamil Nadu's disaster management plan, which came out a few years back, has a specific mention of handling chemicals processes related risk and responses to those risks. There are training programs and safety drills and safety audits of regulators, including the Directorate of Industry Safety and Tamil Nadu Pollution Board has been conducting in close coordination with the industry. Our own PSUs, like TNPL, we have given much stress on the safety aspects, and happy to share that companies like TNPL has been winning national recognition as far as safety track record is concerned. The government is committed to work more closely with the industry, the chemical industry, and please let us know if there is anything more needs to be done from our side. We follow a principle of simultaneously ensuring firm regulation, but at the same time playing a very facilitatory role, so that the industries in Tamil Nadu can grow and thereby contribute to the state and nation's development. I conclude by extending my best wishes for this conference as well as for the chemical industry and we are with you, the government is with you in your ambition to reach the target of a 1 trillion business by 2040. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good morning. Today we are conducting a conference on process safety management for chemical industry, because we all know in chemical industry the safety is very important part, and many industrial associations including FICCI is part of conducting this conference, and where we are putting a lot of focus on safety management. We are all aware that in chemical industries there has been some accidents in the past few years, even in India, and it is important for every chemical company in the country to have safety as a culture. The whole 2 days conference is focused on ensuring safety so that no human life is ever lost because of accidents which happens in the chemical industry, and the community also should participate in understanding and improving the awareness of presence of chemical industry. We all know chemicals are an important part of essential life today, be it petrochemicals or pharmaceuticals, fine chemicals. All these industries are extremely important for overall industrial growth and the growth of the country. But while the chemical industry grow, we also should ensure safety is of paramount importance. So this conference focuses on this for next 2 days, and all the important recommendations will be taken to the government of Tamil Nadu and the government of India for working together with community, industry and academia to ensure a safety and harm-free chemical industry. Thank you.
Good morning. We have now got together for a very, very important conference on safety. I think we cannot emphasize safety enough in the industry, and the biggest aspect of safety we feel is to train people to understand how they can be safe within their work environment. It can be as simple as not dropping something on the ground, or making sure that if there is any material that is on the ground has to be kept in the place that it is supposed to be kept. And this comes only from training, and there has to be constant training for the people. They have to understand that every act of theirs has an impact on safety, and if they are able to concentrate and make sure that each of their acts result in a safe environment, then that is helpful for not just them but everybody
within the organization. I think safe acts have to be imbibed and it has to be embedded within the DNA of every organization. It should be non-negotiable. It has to come from the top, and they have to make sure the leaders of the organizations have to make sure that each and every person who enters the organization or is impacted by that organization, not necessarily working within them, is aware of how to stay safe. Workers and employees have to be taught and trained how to be safe, not just within their work environments, but also when they travel home, when they travel to other places, when they do things at home. How is it that they can stay safe? And this is how we can embed safety into each and every aspect of the workplace. Thank you very much.